So listen, I have made a video like this before, but let me tell you much about what I have said before. Listen, your co-workers and your masters are not your friends. Yes, you get the reason why I'm saying this. You know, there was a place that I worked before where I do used to live. So there is one of our friends there. So I was in a dream where the Lord revealed to me the plan they have behind me. So 3 times I was being with review, and I was like, what is happening? Why is it that they are plotting this evil on my behalf? What would they get? Because the truth is that majority of the masters, majority of people today are not whom you think. A majority of people whom you are working with, many of them are not pure. That is why you need to keep your secret from your master. You know, there's something that God revealed to me. So that was last 2 years, last 3 years. So there was a place that I do used to work. So in that dream, the Lord reveals to me, said, never you tell anyone the amount of money you receive monthly or weekly. I was like, what is going on? Why this dream? So after 1 week, I just decided to go to work that day. That was 3 years back, but maybe 2 years back. So when I decided to go to that work that day, that early morning, I just stepped in. The next thing, the second to the master, that is, if the vice, if the master is not there, someone who used to take us to work. So the man just walked to me, him and the master. So the master just back us, thinking that I don't know that he is trying to hear what I will say. So the man just walked towards me and said something. How much do you earn in a month? I was like, so when I was about to open up, I reflect to the dream directly. Then I keep my mouth. I look at him, I said, can you mind your business? Why do you want to interfere? What concern you concern my life? He was just shocked. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is this. Majority of the problem you have as a worker, working under somebody, anytime they pay you money, one problem to another, and you think it's normal, many of them are being created by your master to keep you bored, to keep you working. Hey God, yes, that's why you need to be mindful. If you are that kind of person who work extra work, maybe as we do used to do, maybe after working, maybe you work 8 hours, 9 hours. After working like that, someone will just call you to do like 3 hours, 4 hours, and you have the strength. You decide to go there and work. Don't let people in your working place. You know, that was last 2 months. Last month. I worked throughout, day and night. So when I work this work, none of my friends I tell, nobody I tell, but some of them know. But fear will not let them tell my master because they know the way I will respond. Even last 2 years, the same thing. Even last year, the same thing. Because some people will be telling others, this one is working, master, this one is working on other work, this one is doing extra work, this one. But none of them will dare to do or to tell my master what I'm doing, because I don't. Some of them will be asking me, where do you go last night? In order for me to explain, so that they will do it. They will have that courage to tell the master, because they know if they do what, the way I will respond or what I will do what, it will be unbelievable and it will be very difficult to settle. So what am I trying to say is that you need to be mindful, because majority of the things that is happening today, the reason why you always work, not that they are not paying you, not that they are holding you, is because there is something behind your majority of masters today. I have fully come to discover this. There was a place that I worked before. Anytime they pay me money, I use that money. I work only 3 months, a bit 3 months and a half. But the money I gathered there, I was shocked. I know what I used the money to do. But there was a place that I also work. I worked there over like 1 year. But believe me, I could not gather nothing. And nobody who work in that place that even buy what, a new bicycle or a new car or nothing. The day I buy something, a new bike, a new all this sport bicycle, the man was shocked. He was shocked. When I carry it come, he was shocked. Even that is why you need to be careful. Don't think that the majority of all these masters, many of them, their hands are pure. You know, there's one of my brother who is a prophet. So there's a lady that I do used to go around with those years. So this lady do used to tell me that she belong and she do this. So I was thinking it's a joke. So when I called this my brother, this my brother who is a prophet. So I was telling him, he said, wait, let me explain. He tell me everything that the woman do used to tell me. He said, there is something behind about her riches that you don't know. That is why I am happy that you have never have sexual in contact with her. That is why I always warn us, be careful with people whom you sleep with. Because some people said, this lady is so beautiful, let me do this, let me sleep with her, You don't know how many life, how many destiny you are destroying. You don't know how many damages you are costing your future. Because believe me, your co-workers are not your friends. You know, there was a place that I work. So in that place, I was just walking. So many of us were walking in that place. So inside dream, we were also like walking. So the next thing, a demon, that is my, I can recall if that is my second time of seeing demon in dream. First of all, the demon just appeared. So when the demon just appeared, none of my friends were able to see it, but I'm the only one who was able to see. When the demon just appeared, I don't know what I knocked the demon disappeared. And when I wake up, one of my friends tell me, before you start to do any work in that place, make sure you pray. That is why you need to understand that you may be thinking that your master, their hand is clean. You may be thinking that your master, their hands is clean. Believe me, their hands are not clean. Majority of your co-workers, many of them, their hands are not pure. That is why you will see some people, you will be working with them, they will be progressing, but none of the workers will be progressing. Believe me, they are all over. Not only in here, not only there, not only where here, they are all over. There are many people who are using the destinies of their workers to move on. That is why you need to be careful. That is why you need to be mindful. Stop being too close. Do your work and go, because the most of the workers you are working, their heart is bittered. Mostly when you are ending more than them, mostly when they see you excelling, mostly when they see you doing extra things that endure resources more than them. Many of them are so wicked. That's why you need to hide your doings. Keep your doing secretly. Keep whatsoever you are doing secretly. I can't recall how many times one of my friends used to tell me, when are you going to stop doing this thing you do? When are you going to? I look at him, I do what? I laughed. So my brothers, be careful. They may smile with you, they may eat with you, they may drink with you, but don't reveal the real you to them. Remain blessed.